any dentist I've been to since I was 17, 18 has told me that I'm going to need dentures by the time I'm 21. And I'm 26 now, and it's like I needed dentures earlier this year, or 2 years ago, which was the last time I'd been to the dentist. I have so much anxiety about the dentist and about my teeth, and so much of my self-worth is based on my teeth, and I just want to talk about how little a portion of that is how I look right this second, because I have so much shame built up about my teeth and so much fear. But the thing that trumps all of that is how much pain I'm in because of my teeth. And then anytime I go to a dentist, they make me feel like it's my fault. And they come up with reasons for why it's my fault, and that I should have done something else, or that I don't know. They're like, clearly I have bad teeth because I smoke, because I drink a lot of alcohol, tea, coffee, soda. I eat a lot of acidic fruits, a lot of acidic foods, and I don't brush or floss ever. I mean, in reality, a lot of it's hereditary. Both of my parents had bad teeth. Both sets of their parents have bad teeth, to my knowledge. I suffer from depression already, and a lot of self-worth issues and self-esteem issues. And I have chronic pain, not just in my knees, and I have a bum ankle recently, but because of my teeth. And I mean, right now, this part of my face is swollen. It's gone down, but Monday morning I woke up and it was like I had a second cheekbone here, right below this one. And it was clearly an infection. I got to the dentist on Monday, and they gave me antibiotics and a pain pill, and dude was like, so when are you getting dentures? How many teeth are we pulling this time? You know, if we just pull just one, you're still probably going to be in pain. And I was like, dude, if you pull all of them that are in pain, I won't have anything left. And he's like, well, what are we doing that? And I'm like, do you have $10,000 for me? No? Cool. Moving on. Well, have you explored the financing options? I don't think there's anyone that could walk into that office and get $10,000 financed that day. Like, fuck that shit. And it's not like it's a one-day process to get dentures. Like, you're out on bed rest for like a week, 2 weeks after they pull everything out, and then they shove the shit in there, and you're not allowed to take it out. And then you're sitting there miserable for 2 weeks, can't eat anything, can't chew anything. And then they give you 2 or 3 different sets of teeth, and it takes probably a year before you can eat anything. And like, I'm already in all this pain. Let me back up. When I was a kid, we were really poor. I don't want to get into that. I just wanted to highlight there wasn't any money. And there also wasn't a lot of sense with the people that did have money in my life. When my dad remarried, my stepmom ended up making dentist appointments for us, and which is fine. It's, you know, what parents do. They make doctor's appointments for their kids, so she was just taking care of me. It's fine. I'm not blaming her at all. But, you know, she was the one that made the appointment, and we went, and they were like, oh, she has baby teeth here, here, and here, which is next to my front 2 teeth. So the tooth next to it, the canine, and the canine on this side were all baby teeth, and they're like, well, we're gonna pull those. And I was 17, about to start my senior year of high school, and I was in marching band, and I did indoor color guard, and I sang in the choir. So me needing to open my mouth and smile was it was probably the most important part of any of those things, in addition to the function of my mouth. And they were like, we're just gonna pull them. And as soon as they pulled them, I'm like, so what's the next step? And they're like, haha. Like, that was it. There was no next step. I don't think they even thought about what they were gonna do next. I was like, so when can I get new teeth? And then I never saw them again. And since then, anytime I've gone to the dentist, it's been because I'm in excruciating pain and I can't take it anymore. I mean, people will talk about their pain tolerances a lot, and it's not that I have a high pain tolerance, but when it's in your head and you can't control it, and there's nothing you can do to make it go away, and you can't put it to the back of your mind, or you can't just isolate your wrist and not move it, like, the only thing you can do is just wait it out. Or if it's an infection, just wait it out. But, I mean, I woke up on Monday and my cheek is infected. Like, there was any time that I was in that much pain, I'd go to a dentist and they would do x-rays, and they're like, well, we can pull it for like $300, or we can do a root canal, which might give you the tooth for another couple years, and it's like $1,000. And I'm like, okay, so you're pulling it. Yep. Okay, so we're doing that. And then I never saw them again. Frankly, they never asked me for anything ever again. They never said anything. Like, their only issue was trying to help me get out of pain, which is fine. And so the last time I went, which was 2 years ago, they pulled 6 teeth because everything hurt, and I had gone so long in between getting things pulled, and it was this whole side, and it was all such bad situations, and they were like, the only way to fix this is to take care of everything that's horrible on this side. So they pulled 6 teeth. And, like, they put me to sleep for it. And I was, like, I just lived on a couch for a week after that. And all I could eat was ice cream. Which was the first time in my entire life that my teeth weren't crying and screaming from having something cold in my mouth, because everything was so swollen on this side. I couldn't open my mouth. I literally couldn't open my mouth because it was 3 up top and then 3 on the bottom. So this was swollen shut pretty much. Anyway, so this time when I went on Monday, they told me, well, which tooth do you think it is? Do you think it's this one, this one, this one, this one? And I was like, I think it's this one because that's where the swelling is. So clearly this is where the infection is, so can we take care of this one? And he was like, do you want us to take care of other ones while we're at it? And that brought me again to I know that I need dentures. That's the only thing you guys keep telling me, but I can't do that right now. I don't have the time, I don't have the money, and I have so much more anxiety over it, and I don't want dentures. Like, I obviously don't want to be in this pain anymore. And I do want teeth one day. because I've never really had teeth. I've never smiled because I've always had fucked up teeth. But I have like this much fear about having teeth one day and smiling, and like what the fuck would that look like? I can't even imagine what that would look like. But most of it is I don't have the money to get it done. I don't have the money to miss work for it. And I don't want to be stuck. You know what I don't want? I don't want to take them out every night and have to look at myself without teeth, like just gums. I don't want to look like a grandma every night and every morning. I already don't want to get out of bed anymore in the morning. Like, I already have depression and give myself pep talks every morning to get out of bed, and now and then the thought of being this gummy 26-year-old, it's too much. It's overwhelming. It's heartbreaking. It puts me in more pain than what I was in before. And it makes me feel like I'm worth so much less than what I already thought I was. Like, I was already here, but now I'm like here. And like, there's no good solution to this. And yeah. So, long story short, I don't have any molars on the bottom. I don't have this canine. I have one molar up top, and I have this canine. I have the two front teeth. I have a tooth next to it. I'm missing the canine. I have 4 molars up here, and I have 4 bottom teeth, canine, and the tooth right behind it. And the tooth that I'm getting removed is the top molar in the front up here. I mean, most of the teeth I have are already breaking off and rotting away, and I'm so used to being at like a level 4 of pain. That 4 is just where I am all the time, and then when it gets worse, everything is intensified. And like, I've been dealing with my ankle healing from the tendonitis for 2 months, and now that I'm off the boot for a week, I wake up and this shit happens. It's like my brain was like, you can handle one great travesty at a time, one injury at a time. Which, thank goodness for that, but this is not an injury I can deal with. I literally don't know how to deal with this. I don't know if I can deal with this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do after this. I don't know anyone that's been in this situation. I don't know if there are any other solutions other than dentures or implants, and they just get more and more expensive, and obviously everything is out of my price range. I've been fighting depression for 26 years. How am I supposed to fight this? This is not something I'm prepared to fight. This is not something I can read about. This is not something that you hear in songs, you read in books, or people on the street can comfort you for. They're just like, oh, you're in pain. Or like the sweet older lady I work with who's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I appreciate that, but I still go home and I can't process this. I can't fathom this. I can't fix this. And I know that I'm a problem solver, but this isn't something I can fix. I've spent 8 years doing the when it hurts, just pull it, because I can't afford the root canal. And now I have almost nothing left, and what I have is failing, and I'm losing them. And they're just causing me more pain, and infections and bacteria's getting in there. And you know something else? I can't eat a lot of foods that are healthy for me because it hurts. I can't eat vegetables because I can't chew them. Get that? I really like vegetables, but I can't chew them. I can't eat fruits because I can't bite into it. I don't have teeth that bite. The only teeth I have left that get touched are getting pulled on Thursday. I can't drink cold things because it hurts. It's getting to the point where the only thing I can drink is like a room temperature thing. I've never been able to eat ice cream. I've never been able to smile. Really sweet things make my entire jaw and the neck hurt, or its jaw and then through my ear hurts, or well, there's nothing on this side anymore, but it's definitely on this side. And it's up here, and it goes behind my eye, and it's all on this side. Like, this whole part is just, it hurts. I can't. I mean, it's chronic pain. I'm always in pain. I'm like the Hulk. You're not gonna know that I'm in pain. I just am. And I'm just gonna get through it because that's just what I have to do. I don't have an option as to not getting through it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Stay in bed? I have to pay rent. I have to pay my car. I have to go to work. I have to show up. And, you know, I want to do those things. I want to have adventures in my life. I want to live. But how am I supposed to live with this? How is anyone supposed to live with this? How does anyone live with this? This is a problem for elderly people who have savings accounts and they have other people to take care of them. There's a lot of money that goes into old people getting old people teeth, but I'm not an old person. I'm a young person who is self-sufficient, but still like paying our bills and living check to check, like all millennials, you know. I didn't have a plan. There certainly was no way for me to plan for this. It sucks that I don't have the answer. It sucks that there isn't an answer. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Play the lottery until I win? And then go to Vegas and get the best dude to do the best thing he could for my teeth? And it would be like, I don't care what they look like. He'd be like, design your teeth. And I'll be like, just crying, like, just put it in, man. What do you think would look good? I've never had a tooth in my face that looked like a normal ass tooth. I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, I mean, it's also embarrassing being a grown-up and in charge of a restaurant and having people come up and like, I'm in charge of that restaurant, and they're like, why is your face fucked up? Or like, why do you only have your 2 front teeth? Or why can't you talk? And it's like, I'm in pain. I have an infection. I physically can't eat that. I don't know what to tell you. I can't drink that. I can't eat that. It's not because I don't want to. It's because it fucking hurts. And I can't fucking do it. I physically can't fucking do it. So anyway, I hope somebody can relate to my story in some way. I hope anyone can relate to this in some way. I didn't intend to go in here and be like, everything hurts, but in reality it's like, I'm just in constant pain. It's just the normal, and I don't have a way to fix it. I'm just feeling all kinds of way in my head, and I'm trying to get it out of my head. So, thanks for listening to me babble.